A ton going on in our forecast as we are tracking still tropical storm Francine. National Hurricane Center, this could be a hurricane at any time. But looking at this imagery, that's drier air. This thing has barely dropped in pressure and it's really lost a lot of structure to it. And you can clearly find that those dry air bands coming into that system have taken a toll. We try to get this eye wall going and we just haven't gotten anything well defined. We're still finding that the heaviest rain shield is on the west side of this storm. We do have a little bit in the northwest side, but going through that track once again. Possibly a hurricane late tonight, early tomorrow morning, maybe to a 2 as we go overnight to early Tuesday into Wednesday morning, but then possibly downgraded to a 1 as it makes landfall. But that is an adjustment as well, a little bit later, to Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock. But look, this is well west of us here. We're looking towards Vermilion Bay, just west of there. Pecan Island right now is under that official track. And let's dig into things here for you and get real specific with some high-res data. First, the alerts that are here. Hurricane watch still for Grand Isle. That's Lower Jefferson, Lafourche, Terrebonne parishes. Hurricane warning is up, but that is well west of us. Now, we do have tropical storm warnings. You're already under that. Southern parts of Jefferson, Lafourche, Terrebonne. We're just under the tropical storm watch. So really the takeaway here, those that are farthest southwest into the zones, you're going to get possibly the worst out of this the way the data have been showing, and you're closer to the center of the storm. Grand Isle, Cocodrie, Montague, Chauvin. I'm looking at Schriever, Gray, Thibodaux, Homa, Ponchatoula, Garyville. Those are just a few of those areas, the western and southern parts that might have that chance to get a little bit more of an impact from it. We've been looking at the track, and the latest track I've drawn is, again, just to the west of there, Vermilion Bay and right over Pecan Island. The arrival time still during the day on Wednesday. Wednesday still looks to be a day where it's just not going to be great. Maybe the wind's not as strong, but we will definitely be having rain. And with these rain bands being on the east side of the storm, this is where we get the right spin in the atmosphere. Unfortunately, that could mean tornadoes embedded with these storms rolling our way. This is our in-house data show that the forecast time is much earlier than the National Hurricane Center's landfall time. And you can see those feeder bands. Those are the ones that really grab my attention. I think we could be in a number of tornado warnings for that day. A little farther out and more coarser resolution here on Tuesday, 7 o'clock. Wednesday at 5 o'clock, that's more in line with the National Hurricane Center, but it is a little bit farther east. You see that Terrebonne Parish right here. You could be in that line of the broader circulation. But again, these are just different forecasts, and what I like to find are the ensemble data. These are deterministic. This is just one forecast that's run 4 times a day. The one that we take it and make a few changes and do it over and over and over again, those are the ensembles. They're best, but the one out of Europe still is showing a little bit farther west from Vermilion Bay too. So let's add them all up side by side. This is our forecast in-house. Here's Terrebonne Parish. There's Vermilion Bay. You see it's right in between the two. There's Vermilion Bay. There's Terrebonne. This is the forecast out of the U.S., but the forecast out of Europe is a little farther west. So that's kind of the breakdown on the track. So there is still a span of where that storm could go. High-res data. We are certain that the most widespread impact for everybody is going to be heavy rainfall, a level 3 risk out of 4. We're already under a flood watch that starts tomorrow morning, goes all the way to Thursday morning. Here is a look at some of the winds. Strongest winds, Homa, gusts to 50. You see 70 mile-per-hour gusts to Baton Rouge by Wednesday. Possibly 40 to 50 mile-per-hour gusts right through here. Maybe North Shore, 40 to 50 mile-per-hour gusts as well, but that is through the day on Wednesday morning through the evening hours. That's just one forecast. Storm surge is something significant, so Grand Isle, you really got to look out for that. Areas of Plaquemine and St. Bernard parishes too. The final part of that is going to be that tornado risk. It's a small chance tomorrow, but as we go to Wednesday, that will be a 2% chance. Let's break it down. Right now for the metro, under a tropical storm and storm surge watch. So again, no alerts for us, no warnings just yet. Winds 20 to 30, but they could pick up if that storm goes farther east to us. Still, it's limited for tornadoes. The most extensive impact to us is the rainfall. Grand Isle, Lower Plaquemines, tropical storm and surge warnings. So you're already under the warnings. It's really the storm surge that could be the worst for you. Then comes the rainfall. Chauvin, Dulac, Montague, you are also one of the areas under the tropical storm and surge warning. The hurricane watch, storm surge right now, a big impact in the rainfall for you. Thibodaux to Homa, tropical storm warning, hurricane watch, no storm surge. It's the rainfall most extensive and the stronger winds. You're a little bit closer to it. Same thing with river parishes, the farthest west here. Tropical storm watch. You've got those winds that'll be gusting to 45, but there's the potential You're getting closer to be upgraded to tropical storm warnings, and the winds could be followed by the extensive rainfall outlook. Here in the North Shore coastal Mississippi, we are looking at the tropical storm, the storm surge watch. So really here, the impacts become much less the farther away we get from that system. So we're getting prepared right now. If you need to make a last few errands, do it as early as you can tomorrow morning. Make sure you got those meds refilled. We're filling up the generators, making sure the proper placement. Plan for the pets too. That's something to think of. And you know what? I think we're all getting through this. I think the latest data, maybe that's a little bit more of a little enhancement and will make us feel better in the forecast. So I think we're just going to all get together and do it day by day and hour by hour. Wednesday is the day to look out for as the storm is right upon us. Before we get to it, still an alert day tomorrow to do it. Still an alert day as the storm is passing away on Thursday, but the weekend, bright sunny days to come.